Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm Sharon. I'm a Queenslander from Australia and a fairly novice potter, and I'm here with a glaze kiln opening. Now this is not straight out of the kiln because I've been away on a pottery workshop with a friend for a few days, and I actually unloaded the kiln about 4 a.m. in the morning before we left. It was a 9-hour drive to get to the town where we went to the workshop, and I was going to leave it and unload the kiln when I got back, and I just couldn't wait. So I've got it here to show you now. Now we went to, my friend Debbie and I that I do pottery with, went to Yeppoon. Well, actually Byfield, which is near Yeppoon, just outside of Rockhampton in Queensland. As I said, Yeppoon, Byfield is about 9-hour drive for us from here. And we went to Knob Creek Pottery, N-O-B Creek Pottery, which you can look up. They ship all over the world. They've got the most amazing pottery. And they had a spirit bowl workshop. And it was, yeah, some interesting techniques that we hadn't tried, and we had so much fun. Went for a long weekend. I'm a little tired. My daughter came around today with the brand new baby and my 4-year-old granddaughter, and we had a lovely afternoon. But after driving all the way up there and all the way back and a couple of days up there and workshop and everything, I was pretty tired anyway. Now I'm even more so. I should have shared the driving with my friend Debbie, because she's a pretty good driver, and I don't mind sharing driving with her. I'm not nervous at all with her in the car, but I love long distance driving. I haven't done it for a very long time though, and 2 9-hour drives in 3 days, plus a workshop and driving around and staying in cabins and whatever. I'm buggered. So let's get to it. Now I will insert one of the mugs that I actually pre-taped some of this earlier, and it was very foggy and misty when I taped it, and then my daughter arrived and went home with that mug. Beg your pardon, my 12-month-old border collie puppy barking at next door. So let's get started, shall we? The first mug is the one I'll insert now, which was the one that my daughter took home. So bear with me for that, and then I'll be back in a moment with the second mug. The first mug I have, and they're primarily mugs because I'm on a mission to perfect mugs. So the first one I have is this one, and this one was a combo that was inspired by Aubrey Morel from Morel Designs Pottery, and it is, inside is chum plum, 3 coats, and pearl white over that, 1 coat, and autumn purple dabbed on the rim. Outside is reactive rutile, beg your pardon, reactive red 3 times, there, chun plum 3 times there, and autumn purple dabbed on the rim and around the centre, and it was done in stripes, so 3 stripes, reactive red, autumn purple, chun plum, and a little autumn purple dabbed on the rim, and it's just beautiful. And I've been working hard on handles, and these ones are pretty good. I'm having some hit and misses. My mugs are getting so much better. So the second mug is, well, it's a handleless mug. It's a bit deformed and munted, but I wanted to test. This is Spectrum Alabaster 2 times Mako, and Spectrum Pearl White 3 times on top, inside and out. And I really like it, but it's pretty plain, and I have got a couple of little pinholes in it. So I may pop a little bit of another colour glaze on top and refire it. It's got a few little bits of yellow in it from the pearl white and a little bit of, I don't know, different colours in the base of the inside. Again, I think from the pearl white. And I really like it. I'm perfecting mugs, and most of this kiln unload is mugs. And I'm madly making mugs. I've got about another 15 I've made. I watched Nat from Mud Magic, did a whole tutorial on mugs when I was about halfway through starting making mugs, and I had suggested to her that it would be a great idea if she could, and she did. It's a fabulous tutorial. She's really, really good at tutorials. I enjoy them, and I always learn a lot from hers, and it's right from throwing a mug, trimming a mug, right through to glazing a mug and handles. It's very good. So excellent. Mud Magic, and that, go and look at it if you want to learn some more about mugs, if you're a novice potter like me and just learning mugs. So that's the second one, and the third one, and at this stage I have started Jane from Shoebox Studios Pottery. She has a YouTube channel and she uploads videos, and they're fantastic, and I got this idea from her, and I have to find the right one. That's it. Jane puts a number on everything she makes, so that if anybody buys one of her pieces and then wants a duplicate or breaks it and wants a replacement or something like that, she can just look up the number and see what shape, what size and what glaze it was, and make one to replace it or to add to it. And I thought, that's a fabulous idea, because I do kiln unloads and I often do the same glaze combination on a couple of mugs, and the mugs are often a little bit similar, or the items, and then I don't know which is which. So now I can just pick it up and go, that's that one. And it's really easy for me to read them out now to you, because I then know I've got the right one, and I'm not going, oh no, that's not it, it's something else. So it's made it a lot easier, made my life a lot easier. Thank you, Jane. But you know, I wasn't quite as clever as I thought I was, so when I decided to do it was after I had waxed the bottom of all the mugs. So I had to scratch it in and then put some underglaze in the scratching. And excuse my dirty fingernails, I've been playing with glazes. But it did work. You can very, very, very faintly see the 001 on that one, which is the first one I did it to. So this mug is inside honey flux, 3 coats, outside, and blue rutile wiped on the rim, and outside blue honey flux, 3 coats all over, blue rutile to about there, 3 coats all over. And I love it. I love, 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 love it. Oh, bug. I'm really, really getting quite a bit better at my mugs. This one's got a lovely smooth rim. Some of them don't. One's a little rough, but I haven't rubbed it over with sandpaper, with a sanding pad yet. So that's number 2. Most of these are mugs out of this kiln. Not all. I've got something I'm really excited about at the end. 2 things actually, but I'm going to save them those to the end. So the next one is this one, and this one is honey flux 3 times all over, and chun plum 3 times to about there. Again inside, honey flux 3 times and chun plum 3 times wiped on the rim. Now both of these mugs, the blue rutile and the chun plum, were glaze combinations I got from Aubrey Morel from Morel Pottery, and I love her combinations and I love her unloads, so they were very much inspired by her. This one, it had a slight crack at the bottom, and while the crack the glaze has gone into it, the glaze has also pulled away a little bit. I don't mind, I don't sell anything at the moment, I'm perfecting it. The rim is also a little rough, And I don't think it's because I haven't smoothed the rim at throwing, but somebody suggested it might be because I'm not letting the first glaze dry to the rim enough. So I tried that this time and they still are a little rough. So I think maybe I'm trying to make the rims a little too fine and I need to round them just ever so slightly. I love that mug. And I like my handles. My handles are comfortable and I'm really enjoying perfecting them. I love that drip down there. So that was inspired by Aubrey Morel. Thank you very much, Aubrey, if you ever watch. The next one is this one. Again, one I love. And this one is inspired, I don't think it was Nat's combination, but it's certainly where I got it from. And this is Flux Blossom and Amaryllis. There is no rose quartz under this one, it's just Flux Blossom and Amaryllis. Flux Blossom all over, 3 coats, Amaryllis to there, and again Flux Blossom inside, and Amaryllis wiped on the rim. Now, when I started to do this wiping on the rim, and that again came from Nat from Mud Magic, and she got it from Sarah Walton pottery, I'm almost certain, and I was disappointed with it the first time I did it, and I thought, I'll put more on, and then you know, sometimes you think you're clever and you're really not. So then I thought, well, you've got to wipe the rim after every coat. So now I wipe the brush on the rim 3 times, and I get a decent amount. That's really good. I would like to put a little more Amaryllis on the rim in future, because while the green drips, the dark green drips don't bother me, I'd like a little more pink. So that one is Amaryllis and beg your pardon, Flux Blossom and Amaryllis. Blah, blah, blah. Getting tongue-tied. So, the next one is the same combination, only a much larger mug. I love that drip. Again, and I love what it's done there on the handle. Again, Flux Blossom, 3 times all over, in and out, and Amaryllis 3 times to there, and wipe the rim 3 times. And I love that mug. It's more hefty, it's more a coffee mug, whereas this one for me is more a tea mug. That's what I like. But I really love that combination. I did 3 mugs with this combination, and they were in the kiln unload I did at Christmas. The one where I was dolled up in my leopard print dress and bright red lipstick, waiting for my family to arrive for Christmas dinner. And I gave all 3 of them away, so I've done a couple more for me. That's that one. This one is probably the only real disappointment in this kiln, and it's the combination I don't like. So it was an experiment. The handle on the mug is too big for the mug. The mug's tiny, the handle's chunky, but yeah, it's okay. The kids will love it when they come to stay and have hot chocolate. Inside is river birch 3 times, and I'm quite happy with that. Outside is winterwood 3 times, and lime shower by Mako 3 times. And I don't like the matteness of it. I think I would have liked it much better with the river birch, and I'm wondering if I would have got more of those blues from the lime shower, those pretty blues, because I didn't put anything else that's blue green and aquas and deeper, richer blue inside. So that's one I'm going to repeat, but replacing the winterwood with river birch. Next one is this one. I wanted another big mug like this. It needs just, not really, it just needs a sanding pad over it. It's just touched the bottom, but it hasn't done anything. It's not sharp, it just needs to be smoothed a bit. So it's the classic river birch 3 times inside, because I like it glossy inside, and outside is Winterwood, 3 coats all over, deep fabric red by Amico, 3 coats to there, light flux around the rim and wiped on the rim. So Winterwood by Mako, deep fabric red by Amico and light flux by Mako. And that's a nice chunky meaty hot chocolate coffee mug for winter. And the next one is this one, which is inside is grey opal, 3 coats, and outside is Mako's lime shower, 3 coats. Simple, plain combination, not plain combination, but simple combination, and I really like it. I really like it. So that's that one. This one, I really like the deep fabric combination, and I've done several things in that combination with the Winterwood and light flux, and I thought, oh, let's see what deep fabric does with something else. So this one is, inside is deep fabric, 2 coats with Spectrum Pearl White, 2 coats. I'm not a huge fan of that. I don't mind it, but I'm not a huge fan. Outside I love. That is 3 coats of Mako Deep Fabric Red and 1 coat, just about a centimetre, not 1 coat, 3 coats around the top, of only about a centimetre deep, of oatmeal. And I love what that's done. And that's going to be a candle. Kim from Unseth Pottery put up a video on how she makes candles, and I of course ran straight to the computer and ordered a Viva wax melting pot and all the trimmings, and I just last week got some scented oils for them. I'm going to make some candles. That one was going to be a little candle. I'm really happy with that one. And the last couple of bowls, this one, I love this one too. This one is, inside is Cirrus Flow 3 times, 3 coats, and Pearl White by Spectrum, 3 coats. And outside is Cirrus Flow, 3 coats, and oatmeal. About to there, about just over an inch down, 3 coats. I love it. It's so pretty, so pretty. And that's probably going to be a candle, I'm not sure. And the other cute little things I've got is some mushrooms. I love Jane's mushrooms, and she just actually did a tutorial on how she makes them as well. So Jane from Shoebox Studios, head over and watch that. It's a really good tutorial on her little mushrooms. This is using the clay that she uses, the Clayworks yellow speckle clay, and this one is lime shower and deep fabric red underneath. This one is amaryllis and oatmeal underneath. This one is flux blossom and blue rutile underneath. And this one is chun plum underneath, and the top is blue rutile, and right on the tippy top I put 2 big drops of smoky mallow. Cute little mushies. Now the good stuff. Oh, this bowl, it has got a lid down there. It was from, oh, so long ago. It's on a brown Clayworks Cone 10 clay. It's not speckle. And again, beg your pardon, it was, and again, that was the Winterwood Deep Fabric Red and Honey Flux around the rim combination. I think that was abalone inside. And it's got a lid actually, but it's down beside the kiln. I forgot to bring it up. So it's just a little bowl, lidded bowl. Might show that next time. Now the other two things I've got an angel, but it's not mine. I will show you briefly. This is my girlfriend Sharon, who's incredibly new. She's not overly into pottery at all. She likes to come out here and play every so often, and she made this leaf angel. I'm not sure whether she'll like it or not. She wanted Christmas colours, but this is very, very rich. She knew what colour it was, and that's what she chose. But I think I'd like it with some pearl white or something over the top and fired to lighten it up, but it's not mine. And the wings are Chun Plum. I came up with, she wanted wings, she wanted an angel. I didn't know how I was going to draw it with all these leaves sticking out. There's a few broke off, but it came out well. And oh, this is Aurora Green by Mako. So I came up with this idea of putting a hook on the back, making the wings with a hole on them, glazing them separately, hooking the wings on and glazing them together. So, yeah, we'll see how she likes it. And I'll let you know whether or not she decides to lighten that up. Now, the two things. For those of you who have watched some of my videos before and saw the video I did where I only taped half of it because the battery on my camera ran out, and it was me hand painting a bird on a bowl, and last kiln opening was a bisque, but I showed that because I had painted it with underglazes and bisque fired it, and I really liked it. And this is the end result. Just a moment. I just had to check my camera hadn't died on me again. So here's the bowl. I put clear glaze over the top. It's got blue opal inside, 3 coats, and clear glaze over the outside. And that's the bird. The only thing I'm disappointed a little, and I'm going to redo this video of me painting this because my camera died about halfway through. The battery died and I had no idea. And I'm going to repaint it again, so I'm going to change it. And it won't look exactly the same because this is hand painted, hand sketched from a photograph that I took. And I don't like where I've put the background here. I don't like that deep colour. I'm going to lighten it up and make it more of a lighter, paler colour. It's too rich, it's too intense, and it's a little muddy green for me. But the bird I really like. It's very dark, and I may lighten some of those colours as well, but I'm really happy with him. He's a little eastern spinebill bird, sucking the nectar out of an Australian bottlebrush flower. And eastern spinebills are only about this long, from the tip of the bill to the end of the tail. They're a tiny little bird, not much bigger than a sparrow, only plus the beak and a slightly longer tail. And they hover much like a hummingbird when they eat the flowers. And I took a photograph of him out the back. I was hiding behind a bedsheet on my washing line because they're incredibly shy, and I got several photos of him and I painted that one. Now, the next one I have was inspired by Julia from Ceramics by Julia. A couple of kiln openings ago, Julia had the most beautiful angel. I just loved it. Was it an angel? No, it wasn't an angel. Was it? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, it was this figurine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was an angel. Anyway, I loved it. Julia does the most elegant, sophisticated, artistic pieces that I really, really like. Very elegant, very stylish ceramics, in my opinion. And I love them. They appeal to me very much. So I decided to make one myself. It's not as large, it's not as tall, and it's very different from Julia's. But I love it. And this is her. Isn't she gorgeous? Now, I haven't ever had a lot of trouble with attaching pieces and them falling off, but when I put this in the kiln, I had a string of beads around her neck and coming down here, a single drop of about 4 beads coming down, and one of them in the middle flaked off, and I looked at it and I thought, I don't like those anyway, so I just took them all off before I fired it and gave it a rub, and of course buffed it back when I got it out of the kiln. So this is my angel. She's done on white stoneware, and she is glazed with alabaster from Mako 3 coats, and spectrum pearl white over the top 3 coats, and just around the very base of the sleeves and just around the neck, just a little bit of autumn purple, just around there. I hope you can see that. Put a rope halo, and I wanted it monotone, or nearly monotone. The pattern has come up with the alabaster and the pearl white beautifully. I just love it. Definitely my kiln favourite, and I just love her. I will make another one, I think. What I did was I dried her flat because, and I could have put her on a piece of foam in something curved, but I actually wanted a flat back on her because I do have a place in my house that I want to sit her flush up against a wall, and then I propped her, I dried her like that and propped her wings up because I did want them to come around her and almost enclose her slightly. So that was my vision, and I just put sleeves on her and her hands out the sleeves. She's glazed right up inside the sleeves, and oh, I love my angel. I really love my angel. That's my taste. Simple, elegant. I have eclectic taste, really. I like a lot of things. I love a lot of things, but I do love simple. And I love antiques as well, but I do love simple, and I love white and biscuit coloured things. So thank you so much for your inspiration, Julia. I really loved doing her. And I did this because before I came back to pottery, I did pottery 30 years ago. For about 8 months I had a wheel and a kiln, so I did about 8 months ago, and then I had a break of about 30 years where I hopped on a wheel once or twice in a class in that 30 years, but that would have been it. And when I came back, I took it up again, but I had never done any hand building. And then, inspired by my girlfriend, who's my potty friend Debbie, who's doing pottery with me around here, she wanted to do a lot of hand building, and I've since fallen into that too. So I actually bought a slab roller, and I bought the same one you have, Julia, and I love it. It's compact, it's neat, it's perfect for one person, and particularly for one person who doesn't particularly sell pottery. It's absolutely perfect. So that does make my life really easy. And thank you again, Julia, for your tutorial on how to roll longer slabs with that. So I'm getting there too. But yeah, that's my girl. So that was my kiln opening, and thank you very much for joining me if you did. Thank you very much for staying with me the whole way if you did. And please, if you did, subscribe, like, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload another video if you like. And please subscribe and like, because it really does help all our channels when you do that. And comment. I love comments. I love answering questions. I love your comments. I like your support that I get so much of. Yeah. So my next couple of videos will probably be glaze kiln unloadings. I've got a lot of bisqueware that's ready to be fired, and once that's fired I get into the glazing, because that's the exciting bit, isn't it? And I've got quite a few of those to do. I'm just waiting on a couple of pieces to dry because they're for somebody else, and then I'll do a bisque and probably 2 glazes. So thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.